Hey guys, it's Devin here from Treasure Valley Resto Rods. We're making a new video today about the Burb right here. Tell them what year it is here, Dakota.
This is a 1985 K20 Chevy Suburban. Not with the gasser though. 6.2 liter Detroit diesel. Some would say the worst
Very
motor
nice.
made. I found it to be kind of reliable though.
Well, the engine's fine, right? That's not the problem here today, huh?
I mean, that's not the problem here today, no.
Cool.
So, basically what happened is, it's been happening for a while now, but every time you come to a stop or you slow down or something like that, the dash lights will start to flicker. And the glow plugs would even just start flickering on and off every time you'd come down to about 100 RPM. Like a stoplight, or even if you put it in park, that's what would start happening. I said, okay, whatever, it's gonna fix itself. And I didn't decide to do anything until one night I ended up on the side of the road with my wife and my baby in the truck, and it stalls. Freaked me out because an automatic shouldn't stall, but it stalled. Dash lights went off, everything. Still had wipers and brake lights, but nothing else. No, I mean, not wipers, it still had headlights and brake lights. Wipers go through your ignition, but I got curious, did a little web search on the side of the road, saw a lot of people talking about them being diffusible links coming off of the ignition wire coming off of the starter wire going to the ignition, or the issue. Fusible links intact, it was fine. But that was not the issue. Right here, I'll show you guys what just happened. I took a video on the side of the road, and I'll put that right here for you guys to look at. That's the black thing I'm talking about right there. That goes into a reddish wire. That's the wire loom. And then this wire is just hanging down here doing nothing. Looks like it's been broke off. It's a yellow wire that is tied into a black or a red wire, and that looks like a fusible link. But then the wire that goes into that black thing and the wire that's hanging here follow each other up into a wire loom up there. So that's what's going on. That's what I'm seeing under here. Step one, open the hood. Hood's open. Step two, we're gonna put it up here on these things so we're not crawling on our backs completely to get under here and look at the starter. We're gonna throw them up here on the, what are these, like rhino lifts or whatever they are, I don't know. Apparently they're good to 6 tons. I wouldn't trust it with 6 tons, but allegedly, yeah. We'll scooter on up here, crawl into there, and we'll show you guys the starter. We'll be back. As soon as I start this thing, you'll see it start to smoke like a son of a gun. Maybe, if we get lucky, you'll see it blow the smoke rings like I talked about.
Ooh, in for a treat today. So good.
That's a little cold. What do you expect from a, 40, 50-year-old diesel? I don't know how many, I can't do that math in my head. 85, was it 2025, almost? I don't know how many years that is, but you know, you get what I'm saying, how old this thing is. She smokes like a son of a gun. This engine's probably gonna need torn apart. Do I have the money, or the will, or the want to do that? No, not really. Might just find a 454 and put it in place in this thing, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, it's not happy. Anyways, Devin, you want to guide me up onto those ramps? Sure.
Don't sound happy, folks.
So right here, let me steal you guys. Right here, as you're looking at it, you can see that those lights are flickering just ever so slightly. It's a lot easier to see off the camera, but these lights are flickering, and the battery even starts to drop when this starts to happen. But basically, that's what happens when I come to low RPMs, and that's basically the cause of that loose wire that is just hanging down there by the starter. But we're gonna fix on that. You take it back.
We're gonna work on that today.
We're gonna try to work on that.
We're gonna try to work on that, yeah.
So now that we're under here, I'll give you guys an overview of what happened. Let me throw my glove on. I'm not a fan of electricity. So right here, this is the wire that fell off. And yeah, you can see it's just barely on there enough for us to move this thing. Or a 20-minute drive home like I had to do. This is the duct tape that is holding that wire onto the starter. Just so I could get home. That's our duct tape. We'll throw that over there for later use. Now let's grab on this. So there's your fusible link going into your non-waterproof splicer there. And that's a red wire going into a yellow wire. So it's not hot if it's yellow, right? It's a ground. And this is just spliced back about an inch and looped up around on that thing. So now if we were to go up top and flip the ignition on, there'd be no power because this wire's not hooked up to a power source. But yes, I came down here and I found it just hanging like that. Well, it had a thing on the end of it that looked proper, but it wasn't. It looked cut. But this is how I found it. So
Awesome.
now we're going to see if we can't jimmy this back together. Oh, that's exposed. Oh.
Awesome.
Well, let's just fix it. Let's not do it right. Let's just fix it. Word of advice for you guys who are using these creepy crawly things all the time. Put a jacket on. Really easy, especially for you guys with the longer hair. Just throw the hair in the jacket. Throw a button on so you're not rolling over the jacket. You're not rolling over your hair. Fixes a lot of problems, at least for me it has. I'm not ripping hair out of my scalp anymore. Now, let's go guess what size bolt this is. With the 75 options I've given myself. Un momento, por favor. We're getting there. We're going a little further back. Okay, hey, so, or just, you know, use like a hair tie because the hair falls out of the jacket and you still roll over it, so. Just by the way, I might have gone too big on my guesses here. Oh. Hey, we have a winner.
Oh, yeah?
We have a wiener.
A beamer?
It's a 5/8. Now here's the kicker. I didn't bring that drive of ratchet over here with me.
Good job.
Would you mind going
I do.
grabbing one?
I do mind.
You do mind?
I'm not doing that.
What? Or just grab like a reducer or something?
Alright guys, I'm over here looking for a driver that actually works. I will be amazed if I find one.
Went to a certain auto parts store, kept trying to buy an alternator, and the alternator kept going out. Finally bought one of those Chinesium ones off of the Amazon that's a high output. But you know what? It worked. It really worked. The high output was nice too, because this thing's apparently not happy about low output, so. So you bring me the one that I can't flip around to go the other direction, huh?
Maybe you should organize your stuff.
You know, it was organized till I had a bunch of kids go through it.
Sure. Maybe those kids were going through it like that because it wasn't organized and we couldn't find anything. Can we we talking about again?
See if you have any luck on that thing more than I do. I can't get it to spin and do lefty-loosey.
It's going either way now.
Oh, no, it's not going either way. It's just locked. You just gotta spin the thing on the back.
I'm aware, but...
You need a pair of pliers?
It's working right now. Oh my god.
Are you still fighting that ratchet?
Tools freaking suck.
Oh, did it just do it?
No, I think I just broke it.
Are you serious? It's not a bad time to tell you I got that ratchet from my grandfather.
Excuse me?
I'm dead serious. I wish you guys could see this right now. It's very entertaining. Are we still recording? Did you?
Good news, guys. Dakota found a second toolbox that we found an exact fit. We look like professionals now.
3 toolboxes later, and we found a freaking. What is it? It's a.
Don't ever lose that.
Quarter, 3/8 and a half drive. We found a 3/8. Oh my
Crazy,
god,
man.
We'll come back to normal. So step 1, when working on these vehicles, if you're doing anything electrical, make sure to take the negative battery cables off so you don't spark anything or weld a ratchet to the frame by accident. So let's do that. I don't recommend using this ever, but it has gotten me through a lot, and it got me through the night that I had to bolt this or play with the frickin' starter. So that's what we're gonna do. Make sure on these diesels you do both of the negatives, because, well, they're intertwined.
Dakota's going back down there with the new and improved socket.
And improved. Dude, this is like a Walmart tool set.
It works better than yours.
Mine just isn't sorted. Okay, so step 2 after you have the grounds taken off is when you start working on your electrical. Jiminy Christmas, it's still live. Why is it still live?
You good?
Just scared the crap out of myself, dude.
We look stupid in front of our viewers now, man.
Could you check the negatives on the terminals, please?
How about now, Dakota?
I'm gonna find out pretty quickly, aren't I? I think it's okay. Oh! The bolt's moving. Or the nut.
Huzzah!
Did you just say huzzah?
Oh, yeah. How's it looking, Dakota?
So when I said we're gonna do this right, remember that whole conversation we had?
I do.
I meant we're gonna strip the wire back another 3 inches, and then we're gonna wrap it around the bolt properly. That's what I meant. Hey, but we did do one piece right. So throated heat shrink over that connector there.
Oh.
Yeah, so no, it's waterproof.
Waterproof.
Oil proof is a different issue.
Do that.
Mm-hmm. Better believe that. Oh, for Pete's sake now. You don't tell me why we decided to work on cars.
Because it's fun.
Are you lying to me or lying to yourself?
No. You don't like working on your classics?
I like working on my classics. This, I don't... It's a square body.
It's still from the 80s. This was 40 years ago.
Ah, you did the math. 40. 40. Sounds like I don't know how old this thing is.
This is a... What year did you say it was?
It's 85.
So next year, it'll be 50 years old.
Hey, see you. Somebody did the maths.
What is this job done to me?
What job?
I'm kind of quick at math.
Oh, an electrician?
Not really. I take that back.
Not really. Just kind of.
Just kind of. When it comes to talking about cars and cool things.
Well, we're back topside now. Looking over here, I'm looking at some of my other issues that I've got. I mean, here, come in close, come in close. Side posts, right? Get the side post screw. No. Grab yourself a bolt and a nut and just tighten that nut down on that post there. That's good. One wire coming off the alternator for both batteries. No, run separate wires coming from the alternator for both batteries because you don't know how to fix the other wire. That's fine. Now, if you have a glance up here, these green wires, those aren't stock, obviously. Well, they are in the European countries. No, I'm kidding. They go to your glow plug relay back there, which, if you can see it, I unplugged the actual stock wires that are going into it and ran these green ones. Why? Because the glow plugs weren't coming on when I needed them to come on. Now, if we follow these green wires into the cab, it's pretty obvious that you can see them, but you see what they go to. They go to a switch. That is my manual glow plug switch. Now, I know that actual guys out there who do the glow plug external buttons and everything run power into a starter solenoid and then have a button that comes into the cab so you can just press a button. But listen, when you don't have money for that kind of stuff, you do what works. So I went to Harbor Freight, spent $4 on a switch, and I had that green wire laying around. And I got glow plugs, and it's back on the road, and it's the baby carrier, so I had to get it back on the road. But we're just gonna do that. I don't know if that has any long-term complications or anything, but I unplugged the glow plug relay from the computer, so hopefully it's not too mad. Disregard the flat tire. You might get to see us fix that.
Not tonight.
No. But maybe you will. That way, you guys get a video of how to fix a tire at home.
Okay, guys. We are under the Suburban now. Taking a wee look at his repair.
No way.
What's no way?
Is that a block heater plug?
What do you mean? Oh
Right
my
there.
god.
Are you serious? Dude, I was about to be fighting this thing this winter. Well, there's going to be a whole nother video on if this burns the truck down or not, so.
Remember that one time I asked you if you plug this thing in at night?
Oh, well, whatever. I didn't know if it had a block heater or not. This is a new find for me. Dude, I was about to burn out some glow plugs.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Turn our wee flashlight on here. Yes, indubitably.
Do you want to know how I fixed it?
Yeah.
Took that wire I showed you, stripped it back another 2 inches, unscrewed the bolt, just wrapped around the bolt.
Oh yeah.
But didn't do it right. We threw some heat shrink on that connector there, so.
That's the heat shrink, guys.
Yeah, now it's waterproof.
That's the bolt right there. Not too shabby of a job.
Now it's proper-ish.
Ish. Proper-ishly.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Dakota?
How do I feel?
Yeah. Are you proud of it?
Far from it. It's not proper, but I mean, it'll work.
I'm sure it'll work.
So let's throw these red negative cables back on and see what happens. See if we burn the rig down.
That sounds fun.
Christmas.
What just happened, Dakota?
Just trying to put the negative cable back on. That's all was trying to happen. Dude, I hate sparks. I hate them so much. Why did Chevy have to decide to do side terminals? That's the issue though, is that these were top posts, and then I said, you know what? I bought side terminal batteries because they were cheaper than top posts, so I put those in here and decided to change them from top post to side post, so I did it myself. But why did Chevy have to do side post batteries?
Yeah, what the heck? I'm gonna start it back up here.
Yeah, I've got dash lights. That means something got hooked up right down there.
Interesting. I would hope so.
Let me give her another 73,000 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Get an up-close shot of how bad these motor mounts shake.
Oh. I didn't know they should.
I know that's information to you, but look at how loose the engine is.
Freaking diesels, man.
Clear.
Fire! I just saw a ring.
Did you? There's another one. See what I mean? Don't you love diesel?
It's so
Dude,
good.
you can see the rings coming out of it. Oh, you can see the exhaust leak too.
It's awesome. You said this is your car that you take your baby around in?
You mean this one?
Yeah. That one.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it is. This is my baby hauler.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you why I'm not worried about it. And you. It's because that stops after it's warmed up. This is purely it's not burning all the fuel it needs to burn at cold idle. So as soon as it warms up, those rings in the piston get a little bit bigger and it stops burning like this. Which is another reason why I say that this engine's gonna need rebuilt, because one day it'll either be a runaway diesel and need all of its own motor oil, or anything else could happen. But yeah, I don't plan on fixing on it all the way until I have to, because I'm a fan of the 6.2, I'll be honest. It's an economy diesel.
Pretty cool.
Heads up, square bodies. Unless you got your springs extremely lubricated on the hoods, don't close these things from the front if you haven't done anything to them. Some people take a piece of angle iron and just bolt them in on this little runner part of the hood right here to stop it from kinking in the middle of the hood like this. But if you don't have that piece of angle iron or your springs lubricated, close them from the side. That way you're not kinking your hood and having to buy a new one.
Flawless. Actually, many flaws, but flawless.
Well, Devin, that's it.
That's it, huh?
For this video, that's it.
That's
We're
it.
gonna sit here, we're gonna let this baby warm up. We're gonna take her down and get some ice cream.
Oh, we are,
And,
huh?
well, we're gonna clean up before that. Well, maybe we will.
Maybe we will.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some ice cream. Well, she's gotta warm up anyway, see if, I don't know, the oil's gonna flow the way it needs to. But, other than that, we're gonna clean up and we'll get back to you guys probably next week.
Most likely.
We'll see you then.
See you guys.